Saturday morning. The Wood family is heading back to the East Coast. I look kind of puffy. Might be because I've had a dirty martini every day since I've been here. Oh my gosh, I've got to get home and get myself under control. So it's 2 hours behind here and it is cold. Good morning. It's so nice and quiet in the lobby. We've been staying at the Snake River Lodge, which is really nice. This is the lobby when you come in. So you have like a restaurant there, and then different entrances. This is really something. Let me show you what this looks like. Just because we picked staying at the Snake River Lodge because of Amos and proximity. So this is, oh, look, yard sale. How good of a sign is that? And then if you go that way, you get to pool, spa, fitness, and ski valet. I haven't used the ski valet because Amos and I have rented, but my kids have. And basically you take your skis and boots there at the end of the day, and then you go pick them up, and you just walk up about 20 steps to the slope. And for people that have children, particularly small ones, or even big ones, it has been so nice. Do you have hot coffee? I do have my hot coffee. It's just been so nice because anyway, skiing somewhere, if people are tired, they can go on and go back to the room. Makes a big difference, you know? You have such a flare on your phone. Is the camera okay? Well, I have dropped the phone about 19 times since I've been here. So it's probably not doing well. Hold on, let me get on the internet. Hold on. It's never done that before. I was gone and then I came back. Oh, look at there. So glad you're having a great time. We have had the best, now I'm on the internet. There's good internet. We've had the best time. But what is that glare? Frick, you know what it is? I bet I cracked my phone yesterday. Yeah. Welcome to real life. This morning, my whole family's asleep, and the video I was gonna do was of what our place looks like right this second. It looks like we're gonna be on like an episode of Hoarders. You bad. It's a reflection of you. I know, look, so y'all should be excited about that here. Maybe I'll oh yeah. Yeah, I look angelic. Sort of like that. Kind of like I have a ghost. I'm pretty certain I'm the only person that sits in the lobby barefoot in pajamas. So anyway, we've been in Jackson Hole since Tuesday. It was a really big deal. For us, we brought Amos, who's 10 with autism. And as my daughter Blair says, you know, Amos hadn't been on a family trip with us since we went to Mexico. And I was like, well, that's not true. And I said, we go to Florida to see your grandparents. And she was like, yeah, but not an adventure. And I was like, gosh, she's right. Boy, that was a stab to the heart. Who though, every time when I'm like, do you want to go to something? She's like, is Amos going? I'm not going if he's going. So I'm not totally responsible for that. But anyway, we gave it a shot this time. I wasn't planning to come at all. My husband was going to bring the 3 kids, big 3. And then I was like, you know, Amos has 2 days off of school and I'll try it. I'm not planning to I wasn't planning to be here anyway. So if I don't get to spend time with them, then so be it. Well, we have had, and I don't know, I don't think it's that he has come a long way. At 10, we have had the best time. We have had the best time. He has done adaptive skiing 2 days. Now, when I say we've had the best time, that does not mean, that's kind of why I wanted to show my room. That does not mean everything has been like easy peasy chicken squeezy. We had a meltdown yesterday on the ski slope because he didn't want to go up the magic carpet. And he and I laid in the snow, and I cuddled him, and he had some self-harm, which I'm sure scared the ski instructor half to death, and cussed and even cried. But you know what? He like pushed through because he really wanted to do it. And I said, you want to ride on the chairlift? To ride on the chairlift, you know, let's take the gondola down and we're going to get on this chairlift. And he got down there and he put his skis on and we rode up that chairlift and he skied all the way down. Now, they put like a little clip. I'm going to actually, I did the clip. I'm going to also I'm going to put the link up for the adaptive ski program in case people don't know about it. I think it's kind of a hidden little thing because they have a lot of locals that do the adaptive ski program, but not out-of-towners. And so I just put the link up to Teton Adaptive Sports. So we met this family. We had, one day, my really good friend Latham, he and my brother were best friends. And if you followed me for a while, you know that my brother died of cancer when he was 19 and I was 15. So this was kind of his best friend. It was his roommate at boarding school. He and his family live out here, and he and his wife took us we rented snowmobiles 2 days ago, went 10 miles to Granite Hot Springs. You know, you go pay $3 and get in this hot spring place that was built. I mean, it's obviously hot springs, but they built like a pool around it during whatever that thing was called after to try to get us out of the Great Depression. I didn't pay a lot of attention in history. So anyway, we had, I don't know why I was telling that, but we had done that. And so the skiing yesterday, they take a clip and they hook their skis together, and then the ski instructor holds like kind of ropes, I guess. And it's almost like she had reins on him, right? Like a horse. And he went all the way down. All the way down. Now the families are coming with the suitcases and they're fighting. It's my favorite part of a trip. But here's she. This is going to be my family in like 2 hours. You know, it's really funny to watch people. And has there ever been a family that didn't fight when they like went to go on a plane? So anyway, he got to ski with, well, not quite with our family. You know, it's interesting though, my husband and 3 were skiing together, and they were coming up the chairlift, and I wanted to wait for them, but we could not wait, because if we waited, we were going to lose momentum, and he didn't want to wait, so we kept on going. You're being a lobby lizard. Oh, that's such a good, I need to get a shirt that says that. And, but they got to see him from the chairlift, and then my husband had kind of caught up to us, and they were so proud of him. Anyway, it just was a real moment for me. It was a real moment. And it wasn't perfect, but it was so fun. And, you know, I always say I have really low expectations so that I'm not disappointed necessarily, you know. But I really wanted him. I wanted him to have an option, you know, and push through. Yes, Sarah. So we got a picture of all of us together. And I was telling my friend Mary Scott yesterday, or maybe it was Kate, my friend Kate Swenson. And I said, you know, that was something I like dreamed about when I was pregnant with Amos, was having, it sounds silly, obviously, but going skiing together. Like, skiing is a big deal. Why we do it is beyond me, but it's a big deal and it's fun. And here we had a picture of the 6 of us on the ski slope. It just was really special. Yeah, he's tired. So last night I tried to get him to put on his clothes, and he started crying. He said he did not want to go to dinner. I tried to find a babysitter. I couldn't find one. And I just thought, well, either Thomas or I'll stay home. I hadn't decided which one. It's probably going to be him, because we just sort of take turns with stuff like that. Blair stayed home one night. I stayed home one night. It would be his turn. And my brother's good friend was coming to dinner with us. So obviously I wanted to spend time with him. Well, Blair, my 14-year-old, who knows Amos better than anybody, was like, do you want to play Sissy's phone? Well, boy, that snapped him out of it. And I said, well, I have, you know, my extra phone. And she was like, yeah, but you need to put Dan the Man app on it. I put that darn Dan the Man app on my phone. He said, what time are we going to dinner? I said, we're going at, they're still fighting. We're going at 7. I said, do you want to put on nice clothes or do you want to wear these clothes? Because I can tell you what, at that point, I didn't care. I mean, you're talking about somebody that was wallowing around at the Four Seasons bar yesterday in his pajamas. But anyway, he was like, nice clothes. He put on corduroy pants. He put on his little striped shirt, a sweater. I mean, he ain't wearing any sweaters. I was like, this is fantastic. We went over there. He had my phone. He sat beside me, ate his cheeseburger. I don't know how I'm ever going to get him away from that phone, because we're not going to do that normally. But, like, I feel pretty confident if we have internet, we can now go out to dinner. Wait, do you have to have internet for Dan the Man? It's a big deal. Like, this is a big deal for us. And most people that have a 10-year-old aren't like, oh, we just want to go out to dinner. But I tell you what, it was a big deal. And I would probably say we will never go on a ski trip without him again. Now, granted, I did not really get to ski. And I'm not like, you know, what's his name? Flying Tomato or anything. But I do enjoy skiing, and I enjoy skiing with my family. So I think maybe as he gets older, I don't know. And I could also get a babysitter one day, you know. I would have liked to have skied a little bit, but it was fine. I'm real into skiing on greens. You don't ski, greens are easy. I don't want to get hurt. There's too much riding on me. These people who would pack up all this, you know what, in the hotel room. So anyway, it's been really fun. It's just been a great experience. It's really been great. And it's just really nice. And you know, he looked so tired yesterday. Yeah, he tired. We fly home today, Chicago to Raleigh. So whenever a trip gets ready to end, Amos gets anxious again, and he focuses on the next trip. So now he is focused on last night at dinner. How many nights do we go to Key Biscayne? Well, we're not going to Key Biscayne. I mean, we're going in a couple of weeks for his spring break. And I have to say to him one night, and then he says, we're not going to Edenton. I said, that's right. So he knows now, like I used to be like, well, I can't tell him that, it's a lie. He knows what we're doing. But you have to push through. It just makes him feel calmer to go through this fake rhetoric of where you're going. Strange. Anyway. Have you had your thyroid checked? Why? Because I look fat as a pig? No, I mean, I've been drinking olive juice. I got to get back on my medicine. Been eating French fries and ranch like twice a day. It's bad times. The kids took 2 days off this week, Phyllis. They had Thursday and Friday off, and they missed school Tuesday and Wednesday. So that was great, 2 days. Blair is in Greensboro all next week for a conference. She's in a group called FCCLA. Sounds like you've lost your voice. I tell you what, the fact that I haven't gotten sick since that Bahamas trip, because everybody on the planet got sick, not me. So if I'm getting sick today, I'm just so thankful that it's today and not a week ago. You know when your 18-year-old is like dying that you would not make it? Time to include him in all things. Well, Jennifer, no. We have some big things coming up. The biggest thing we have coming up is my oldest son has high school graduation. And, are we going to take Amos to it? I think this week has been helpful. But that's something I'm really going to talk to my oldest son about, who loves Amos and is his biggest cheerleader. And I might not even talk to him about it. My husband and I need to talk about it first. But I really don't see him going. Selfishly, I want him there. I want the picture. I want the whole thing. But, Jackson Hole is a family. One, I didn't have to do anything, right? Which was great. I didn't have to do anything. I was here just for him, where my son's graduation weekend is, your dean of students is going to Exeter. Who is my dean of students? I need to know this. This is breaking news, Deborah. Tell me the name of the person. And, 2, we went snowmobiling. We went skiing. We got in, there's an indoor outdoor heated pool, a hot tub. There've been a lot of activities that have been fun for him. And, your fingers are puffier than they should be. Ranch, French fries, olive juice. Where graduation, I want to be present at graduation for my oldest son, right? The goal is to be there for him. The goal of this week was to be here for Amos. So if Amos is having a meltdown like yesterday and I'm wallowing in the snow, I don't want to do that at my son's graduation. I'm not going to do it. There's nothing fun for him to do at graduation. So, anyway, I hope someday he'll be able to do something like that, but it's not quite yet. Yeah, you subscribed. So I have a subscriber group. For some reason I've lost 1,000 this month. There was some glitch with Apple Pay. So annoying. But anyway, my friend yesterday was like, you haven't been on. And I was like, Downtown Diva, Lisa. I am being a mom, and yes, I work and do these things, but I'm not going to miss the moment by being on a video. I'm just not. When I get back home to Edenton and I'm bored, I'll start doing videos again. Good morning. So anyway, parenting in general is tough. And if you think you've got it all figured out, you don't. I was thinking these little kids, when you have little tiny kids, it's so physical, right? You're hauling them around, and Amos, I've had that a little longer. I mean, I'm still, doing that with him a little bit, but these teenagers, big kids come with big problems and emotional things that you're working through. And we are always working through things. And the other day I put up a post about going on spring break with my oldest son and how that I've missed things in his high school career. And people were like, oh, you shouldn't send him to boarding school, and I wouldn't have done that, and, blah, blah, blah. Listen, I get it. I mean, I don't sit around and vape, but I don't, walk around and tell people that I wouldn't do that, I think most of us are trying to do the best we can. And I think as your kids get older, you realize that, one, you never say I never. I never say I never. And I'm so glad, because sometimes we do things and they don't work out and we do something different. And then nobody's going to be like, I can't believe she did that. Well, let me tell you what, she never said never. I know enough to know that my plans that I put in place are not worth a darn. Right? I mean, and what if your life had gone by all those plans you made? What would my life be like? Well, at this point, I would have children in their 20s, because I was going to have all my kids by the time I was 25. That would have been so nice. Been 13 years ahead of the time. We don't even know where my son's going to college. We're hoping NC State. He also got into South Carolina. And FYI, did anybody see NC State beat Virginia last night? Go Pack. What you do for your family is your business. Well, I think the reason I talk about it, not in a defensive way, but I think it's important for people I want people to reflect on their own parenting and what they do. And maybe you do a bunch of travel sports. And Adrian's like, I ain't doing any travel sports. Or maybe I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what you people do. I'm just trying to raise good humans that know they are loved, and can be successful. And success can look really different, and having Amos has taught me that success is this week's success with him of skiing yesterday. It would be hard to convince me that his siblings were ever as successful as he is. So the mother and the children have been fighting down the luggage. And the dad has just walked up. He's sauntering. Because that's what dads do. Probably taking a shower. Shaving. I just make it through the day. Yeah. And when you see, this maybe is a separate thing. So yesterday we were at this place called the Handlebar at the Four Seasons. And the Four Seasons is the biggest building in the state of Wyoming. Isn't that crazy? A hotel. And it's built right on the slope. And we go in there, and Amos immediately takes off all his clothes. Well, he has on his star pajamas and my purple Gooder sunglasses. And these two girls walk by, and they are dolled up. They've got on these tan sweaters with black bears or something on them, and leggings and cowboy boots and cowboy hats. They clearly got dressed and thought, this is what we're doing. Well, they walked by, and Amos said, yeehaw. We were sitting on that bench. He runs over to them, and he touches, they didn't hear him, and he touched the one girl's sweater. And she turned around kind of shocked. And he said, I am a cowgirl. Yeehaw. I don't know if she could I could hear him where I was dying, and she was looking around. I was acting like I didn't know him while I was videotaping. Oh, God, it's so funny. But, he makes people, especially when you get kind of people that could be a little bit a teensy bit arrogant or snobby, and maybe they don't speak to you because, we just don't like to talk to people when we go skiing because we have our dog and our outfits, and we can't stand these lines. And then you get on the gondola, and then Amos gets on there, and he says, "Hi, I am a skier. What are you?" And this man is like, "Hi." Doing the, I'm on my phone. He said, "Are you skiing?" I'm like, "You might as well put that phone down, mother. You know what her? Because you about to have a long conversation with Amos on the gondola." Oh, and then he got in the hot springs 2 days ago, and Thomas said last night, he said there was this woman, and I guess he thought it was you, and he jumped on her back in the hot springs. Oh God, here, shoot, I gotta go. They're gonna turn on this music, and Facebook's gonna ban me. Love y'all. Goodbye.